The number one is going to be you have to learn to control the neutral spine. That is, prevent the spine from moving one way or other. That's using the core set of muscles. That's your deep core muscles such as the transverse abdominis, the obliques, etc., the lumbar muscles as well, and working those, blending them together to really provide a solid base of support that prevents this spine from moving one way or other. You need to develop that control in real world movements, and we suggest starting off with exercises like the dead bug and marching bridge can be great ones, building that into the squat and the hip hinge, and then building those with load over time. Following on from that, point number two is you need to make sure that your legs and back are stronger than your average, stronger than those your age, stronger than those that want to do the things that you want to do, because that is going to offset this vulnerability down here. Let's face it, it might not be a long-term problem, but it would be better if you didn't have it. And therefore, if you compensate by having stronger than the average leg muscles, hip muscles, or stronger than the average in the lower back and in the middle back, then you're going to be more structurally sound to offset for that weakness in this particular area. And then the final part, which is really important, and also important that it comes last as well, is that we have greater than average mobility at the level of the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Why is this important? Because the activities of daily life are going to demand that our lower back gets involved at some point or other. Whether it's bending down to tie your shoelaces, you're not going to be able to do that without some involvement of the lower back. Picking your child up off the floor or moving a bag of compost, down to the bottom of the garden, you're going to involve your lumbar spine one way or other. But if we have greater than average hip, knee, and ankle flexibility with great spinal control and strength in the back muscles and leg muscles, then you're going to be able to allow those hip, knee, and ankle joints to do more of the motion so that your lower back has to get involved a little bit at the end, but not straight away from the start. You look at someone that has poor health and mobility and strength in those joints, and they'll end up crowning their lower back over it, which is going to be tremendously bad for someone with a spondy or really someone with any sort of back injury. Instead, offsetting this problem by having greater mobility in those hips, knees, and hip, knees, and ankle will mean that you can preserve that lower back and its integrity and keep it in the best possible position to do the movements that you're doing.